In this video, I'm going to help you write your nonprofit's mission statement, something you'll use to scale your organization and reach a bigger audience. Think of a mission statement like an elevator pitch or a slogan. You want to craft the perfect statement that'll reel in internal and external stakeholders and inspire them to support your cause. And not only is your statement going to act as a sales line, but it'll serve as a beacon for your organization. It's something you want all of your sales staff to take to heart and consider when they're representing you. So before you take pen to paper and start brainstorming some catchy lines, take some time to reflect on what the foundation of your nonprofit really is. You have to make it clear to yourself what it is you are trying to achieve before you can sell that idea to others. This might sound like something obvious, but narrowing down your mission and digging down to its roots is really important. Let's take a food bank, for example. On the surface, it's pretty clear that the purpose is to feed people or to provide low-cost food. But if we dig deeper, maybe the purpose here is to actually fill in gaps in locations where other food banks aren't equally serving the community. So here are a few questions to ask about your organization to make your mission clear. What problem are you trying to solve, or what positive change are you trying to bring about in the world? Who are you serving? We want to know who you're affecting and how they're going to be affected. What are your core values? Are there any values that are non-negotiable? What do you want your impact to be? Think about how the world will be different after your organization has achieved its mission. The answers to these questions will form the message that your mission statement will convey. Okay, now that you've identified the core mission of your organization, let's talk about some tips for making sure the wording of your message is spot on. Since most statements are only one sentence long, wording is going to be key. Be clear and concise. Stay simple and use simple language that won't leave stakeholders scratching their heads about what exactly it is you're trying to achieve. Evoke emotion. Emotions like passion, empathy, and even grief are what have brought us all to the nonprofit space in the first place. So connect to all those emotions when writing your statement. Aim high. Let stakeholders envision a better future that spans communities, maybe even the world. Be authentic. It's awkward if it feels like an organization is stretching the truth, so just be honest about who your organization is and what you do. Differentiate yourself from other nonprofits. Highlight your unique approach, perspective, and expertise to let stakeholders know why they should come to you specifically. Future-proof your statement. Even though you can't predict the future, do your best to make sure your statement can stay relevant. Don't make any overly specific references to any current trends or current context. Next, I want you to take a look at a couple of examples of what a good mission statement looks like to give you some inspiration. Here, the World Wildlife Fund's mission statement reads, "To conserve nature and reduce the most pressing threats to diversity of life on Earth." This example is perfect. First, it's clear and concise. It took them only 16 words to convey what their purpose and values are. They want to reduce threats to wildlife diversity, and they of course value nature. They're also aiming high, as they're looking to impact the entire planet, and they future-proofed it because as far as we can tell, humankind is going to continue to destroy the environment. Next, we have the American Red Cross. The American Red Cross prevents and alleviates human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors. This one's a little bit longer, but it evokes our emotions by making us think of the pain of human suffering, but also the generosity of good people. They've also made their unique approach clear that they're utilizing volunteers and donors. So it's rare that your first draft is going to be your final draft. You'll want to get feedback from stakeholders, board members, volunteers, staff, and beneficiaries. Then make revisions based on what they have to say. You can test out different versions too to see if stakeholders resonate with it or not until you have a version you're happy with. Even after you've gone through multiple drafts and finalized one version, your mission statement isn't something you want to chisel into stone and leave for the rest of time. You'll want to go back to it once in a while and make sure it's still in alignment with your organization's goals and values. If you do decide to revise it, make sure to visit this video to ensure your mission statement is still golden.